Well, I mean, I've also got this thing here, Quebec Separatist Party. This might lead into some of your stuff with Daniel Smith, maybe, but they gain a lead over the current ruling party and plans to hold a sovereignty referendum after forming government. So I don't know what you think about that. Do you think that'll actually happen, or mass migration inspiring Quebec independence? A recent poll reveals that the Quebec Separatist Party has opened up a significant lead and plans to hold a sovereignty referendum. So, I mean, wouldn't this be interesting if Quebec and Alberta did that at the same time here? We don't need to read the rest of it. I just wanted to get your take on that.
Well, speaking of Quebec, I got this from Kirk Lubomov, who's going to come on the show. Quebec is tabling a bill that essentially puts immigrants on notice for expectations and behavior. This is the current party, not the one that wants to be in power. This is a current ruling party in Quebec. We are a nation. We have a culture. They call themselves a nation. We have a culture. Men and women are equal, and people coming here.
They're not post-national like the rest of
post-national like the rest of us. We see a lot of difficulties in some schools, seeing people staying with their own group. We don't want some ghettos. The school issues he is talking about is the Islamists who've been taking over some Quebec schools and teaching closer to Sharia law than actual education system. So here it is. This is the guy, the Quebec guy.
Our plan with our bill, we will be pretty clear. We are a nation. We have a culture. We have some democratic values. Men and women are equal, and people coming here must accept that. After, we want them to contribute to the society. So this is completely new, and this is really different from what's the Canada is saying.
But how is it different exactly? What are you trying to preserve more concretely? I understand this. There's a lot of people, I assume, that don't understand this definition of multiculturalism. So can you explain just what exactly are you trying to change?
Well, I've read the I've read the multiculturalist politic, which have been made in 1971. I've read the bill, multiculturalist bill, and there's nothing about a common culture. There's nothing about common languages. So this is a huge difference. We are saying that we exist as a nation, and we want to continue to do so. And we want people to understand where they arrive, to understand that there is a nation here, a Quebec's nation. There is a language here. There is a culture. There are some identity, and they are welcome here, but they must embrace this culture and then contribute, had their own way. And
but why are you doing this now? Was there any specific event that led to this? Why table an additional bill now?
Well, it's about time. It's about time. We see that we have a lot of difficulty in some schools. We see that people are staying with their own group, and we want some more diversity, and we want people to go and to talk to each other. We don't want some ghettos. We want one society.
See, I mean, how do you, it's out of control, right? I mean, you can't just walk this stuff back now. You have to have it controlled from the beginning, right? Like maybe it was in the 1980s, right? We were pretty intertwined in the 80s, right? I think it's out of control now. And how is it going to get, how this is going to boil over, right? And it's a perfect example of
boiling over. I mean, Quebec politicians are getting ready to kick them out.
Yeah, they won't put up with it.
It is